Hello, can everyone hear me? All right, let's get this started then. Didn't close that. Hello. Hi. Heyo. Uh, my name is Icon. Uh I'm a Radish mandrake. I'm pretty nervous doing this, but here we are nonetheless. So yeah. As you can see, my name is Icon. Uh my age is I don't remember. It's hard to explain, but I kind of just woke up one day without memory of why I'm here. So yeah. My height is 48 centimeters, which is 19 inches, and my birthday is November 25th. So uh, it's coming up soon. If you guys want to get me a present or something. Anyway, I was I did not plan nearly enough for this. So I'm just hoping this goes well. Yeah. So let's move on. First I want to give credit to my art mama Eve Luna and my rig papa Datenshi Zaku. They are both amazing people, and you should go support them because, like I said, they're amazing. And yeah, it'd be nice. Anyway, uh, the things I like, it's a little here and there, but I like poetry. I like to write it. I like to read it. Um, I mean, I like writing and reading other than poetry, but that's neither here nor there. I like playing games, any kind of game really. Well, almost any kind of game. We'll get to that. I like anime, though I haven't watched nearly as much as I'd like to. I keep putting it off, and I keep growing my to watch list quite well. And I like pizza. That's I mean that's a pretty common one. So I don't uh, I don't know where I was going with that one, but yeah, pizza's nice. Pizza's pretty good. I do like to draw. I don't have the most steady hands. At least that's what I tell myself. I probably just need to practice, but yeah, I don't think I draw well. Not really, but doesn't mean I don't enjoy it. I do like singing. I in middle school I was in choir for 2 years, so I have a little bit of experience. Uh, but it's still something that I am really shy about, being the massive introvert that I am. So, but I am planning, once we hit a certain sub goal, I'm thinking if we hit 25,000 subs, which to me feels like a long way out, but hopefully it's not too far out. If we hit that, I'll do a karaoke stream just for you guys. You know, as in appreciation. It I'm more nervous about that than this, but that's a long way out, so it's not a worry on my mind yet. I do like to cook. I don't. I like anime and like drawing. I don't do it nearly as much as I'd like to, but I like to try new things and try different recipes for things. It could be fun. It's pretty fun. And dead languages, yeah. Oh man, that one's a little harder to explain, I guess. I'm just bad at explaining things, really. But I like to, you know, research dead languages and you know, pick apart their words and try to find, dig around the internet and try to find what I can on languages that are pretty hard to research. I've done a little bit of uh, the Khitan language. I've done a little bit of the Tangut language. Um, oh, I hope I'm pronouncing these right, first of all. Uh, I've done a little bit of, let's see, I've done a little bit of Scythian, or Scythian. I say it's Scythian, but I've heard it both ways. And I know I've done other languages. They're just not coming to mind right now. Uh, but yeah, you probably don't want to hear too much about that. I doubt many people are that interested. Games. I wanted to put more games on this list here, but ran out of room. So this is what we got on this list, and I'll give you guys a little more uh later on, or probably just right after this. But some of my favorite games are Crusader Kings, both 2 and 3. I'm excited for the new DLC to come out with 3. It looks like it's going to be real good. It's taken a little while to come out, but uh, they Paradox has said that it's quite extensive, and honestly, I'd rather it come out a little later and be really good than it be rushed. I do like Genshin Impact. It's uh it's taken a bit of my time and a bit of my wallet to be honest. But I do like it. I think it's a great fun game. I my main because I was lucky enough is Utao. I'm forgetting names. Oh no. Um, he's pretty fun to play. Uh, but yeah, like with many other games, I don't know what the meta is. I don't know what's really good to play and what's not. I just have fun because that's really what's important at the end of the day. I do like Fallout 76, even though I like to trash that game, and it's pretty popular to think it's hot garbage. I do enjoy it. I've played quite a bit of it. Haven't really spent money on it, if I remember, but it's fun. I do like it, and I think it's actually a good game. Recently, I've been getting into Final Fantasy 14. I haven't progressed a lot in the story, and so maybe we can I could do that on stream, and we can have some fun with that. And I do like Star Wars: The Old Republic. I I was part of the beta, and I've been on and off playing that game since it released in 2011. Oh goodness, it's been a while, but yeah, that it is fun. I do enjoy it. I'm glad to see that it's still alive and kicking. There's been times where it's felt pretty dead, but uh, it's doing well. Um, what other games do I have? I didn't pull up my list. Oh no. Um, I do like well, it's had some issues, but I do like World of Warships. Uh, I think it's fun. It it's not doing so well right now between the company and balancing and subs. They really recently introduced submarines, and it's not looking so hot right now. But it's I still think it's fun, and that might just become because I'm not really a competitive person. So I just have fun. Um, but the I do like kind of warship games. There's not a lot of them, not a lot of good ones at least. If I except except for World of Warships, if I had to pick another game in that kind of genre, I'd pick Battle Stations Pacific. But the multiplayer on that kind of broke, and it needs to be fixed. But I don't think that's happening anytime soon with a game from 2009. um, else? Other Paradox game, I do like Stellaris. Um, I need to go through my couple hundred mods to get it working again since it had that its latest update. But I do enjoy it. It's pretty fun. Um, let's see what else. I do like a couple of first-person shooters. I my first one was Halo 3, which is arguably the best Halo game in its series. I do play a bit of Battlefield 1 and 5. Uh, I do think 5 is good, despite what people say. But then again, I like to play for fun. So uh, there's my opinion is it is not representative of people who like to try hard with those games. Um, but yeah, I like I like most I like some games in pretty much every genre. There's only like one or two genres that I really just can't get into, and I mean we'll get to that in just a second. But yeah, uh, my favorite books, some of them are The Dunwich Horror by H.P. Lovecraft. I do like some of Lovecraft's books. I think some of them are a bit dry and not really interesting, but some of them are really good, and I like them, despite the author behind them and his own personal views. I do like the autobiography of Benjamin Franklin. I think it's a pretty good read. He's a pretty funny guy, and probably my favorite founding father. Not that that really matters or means anything. And then I like The First Men in the Moon by H.G. Wells. Not really his most popular book, but it's a pretty fun read. And then I have anime. Uh, yeah, I would like to put what my favorite anime are here, but uh, I don't really finish watching things when I start them. So some of the anime on my list are Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, Gabriel Dropout, Violet Evergarden, and Girls Last Tour. But like games, I have some things across most genres that I would like to watch. That that list is a little bit too long to put here and to go over, and I don't want to bore you guys to tears with all that. Dislikes. So there's not a lot of them here, but the things I dislike, I dislike pretty strongly. Um, I'm afraid of heights. Uh, Up until maybe about 2 years ago, I had trouble even getting on ladders. Uh, it's uh, it's not fun, and it's there's a lot of I have a lot of issues with heights. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Wasps. I absolutely hate wasps. I'm terrified of them. I used to have to back in the place I lived before this. I used to have to mow the lawn, and there were a lot of wasps that liked our house for some reason, especially during the summertime. Uh, Absolutely terrifying things. Literally one of the few animals I think actually harbors malicious intent. Um, yeah, I've been stung once. That's a interesting story. Uh, I got stung once in the leg while wearing shorts, and I was able to smash the wasp when it was on my leg, but not before it stung me. And it when I smashed it, it left its stinger in my leg, which sucked. Uh, Hello, hi, how you doing? Yeah, I hope I'm not making too much of a fool of myself here. Um, but yeah, it left the wasp left its stinger in my leg, and not knowing what to do, I tried pulling it out, but its venom sac was still attached, and so I basically just squeezed all of the wasp's venom into my leg, and that hurt quite a bit. I recommend not doing that if you can help it. Let's see. I don't like mac and cheese. Uh, you know, a lot of people will call me a heretic or something for that, but uh, yeah, I just can't eat it. If I put that in my mouth, I will literally vomit. It tastes like, I don't know, melted plastic or something, and that's not even just like microwave mac and cheese. If you make it fresh with like pasta and real cheese, it'll still taste the same to me. It's still disgusting. I've always hated it, and I'm pretty sure I always will. Um, and then as I was saying earlier, there's a very few game genres that I just can't enjoy, and MOBAs is one of them. I've tried a few, and I just don't have fun with them. I don't know if it's because I'm super laid back, and you know all MOBAs are pretty much very competitive, and that's the appeal. But I really just haven't enjoyed a MOBA uh, ever. Um, I would also say I don't really like battle royale games, but I haven't tried enough of them for me to be able to make a judgment there. Um, so I'm planning on playing, or at least trying a few on stream, uh, just to see if I do actually like them. But uh, well, I guess we'll find out. Uh, Goals. I do want to reach 25,000 subs at some point. That's my big goal. I I could put, oh, I want to reach 1 million subs, or I mean, that would be nice, but if I could reach 25,000, I'd say, I would think that I've made it and I'm successful. Uh, until then, this is just for fun. This is just something that I like doing. Well, like is a strong word. I have a love hate relationship with this, uh, being all introverted and nervous and all. But this is something that I've wanted to do for a while, and so I'm gonna do it because you know what? True fear. But yeah, if I do reach 25,000 subs, like I said earlier, I'll be doing a karaoke stream, which is, another terrifying prospect, but uh, it's another thing I kind of want to do. And put attaching a goal to it is more likely to make me do it. And hopefully it incentivizes people to sub. I do want to, and this is a pretty far out goal in my mind. I do want to collab with uh, some of the people from Hololive or Nichi Sanji or Bishojo, since they're some of the people that got me into this in the first place, and that I've watched for a while. Um, that would be cool. That would be like a dream, and it doesn't feel real or realistic to me, but it's still something that I want to do, and so I'm still putting it up here. I do want to learn Japanese. I know a little bit of French, so it wouldn't be like my first attempt at learning a language, but my French is pretty trash, and I've forgotten most of it. Uh, so I'm not sure how well I would do with Japanese, but it's something that I want to do. And I mean that's the point of this whole goal thing. Uh, like I said, I want to do a karaoke stream. I don't know why I made this a separate thing. I should have put it with the 25,000 subs, but you live, you learn. And I want to finish writing a book or making a game, one or the other, because I got a lot of ideas. Uh, and I kind of want to put pen to paper, which is something that I've had some difficulty with, but uh, yeah. Uh, Big goals, but you'll never know. Yeah, they're pretty big goals, but you know, uh, I mean these. I'm not gonna lie to myself and say these are things that are completely out of reach, or that I'll never get them. I'll set some pretty high goals, and if I reach them, then great. If I don't, then nothing lost really. Uh, until then, I'm just gonna enjoy the now and have fun doing this. So this whole tag thing that people do, uh, I've come up with some tags here that you're free to use. Uh, I don't know why I keep winking. I need to probably recalibrate my model here, but that's not intentional. Just letting you know. Uh, so don't get any uh, wrong ideas. But yeah, so for pretty much anything related to me, my stream, anything that I've done, or just anything really. Well, not anything, but um, you could go ahead and use hashtag AikonVT. Uh, I don't think anybody else is going to be using that for any other purposes, but uh, and then when I'm streaming, I'll go ahead and use Icon Line. And if you guys want to post any kind of art, you could go ahead and use ArtCon. And I'm still trying to figure out what would be a good fan name. Uh, for a while, I've had Comradishes, but I was right before this stream, I thought Friendrakes might be nice. Uh, because and either one would work in my mind, but if there are any other ideas, I am completely and totally open to them, and I'd love to hear feedback. Uh, but yeah, I do want to give some special thanks to some people. I do want to thank Kiara and Coco from Hololive, who really pushed me to actually commit to doing this. Um, they've been really big inspirations. And Iron Mouse from V Shoujo the same. And I want to thank you. I know that's a bit cheesy, but you know, whether you're here live or you're watching this later or you come out, you come here, you know, a month, a year, you know, several years from now, thank you. It means a lot. So I do have my schedule for the next 2 days and then the next week. After that, I'll just post a schedule for the week. But I kind of had to start in the middle of this week, so I'll just go ahead and do both. Tomorrow, I'll be playing Minecraft. I haven't played Minecraft since around about the beta, way back when. So it'll be fun trying to refigure everything out. And then Friday, I'm planning on Friday being continuing series, and the first one I'm gonna do is a randomized Pokemon Black 2 Nuzlocke, which is the one main series Pokemon game I have not played. So I'll get a bit of the story. Maybe not exactly the most authentic feel for the game, but it'll be fun. Uh, then Monday after the weekend, I'm gonna be playing some Genshin Impact, just casually, maybe trying to go through the new story. Uh, Tuesday, I'm going to randomly pick a game from my Steam library, which is way way too big and has way too many games I haven't played, and we'll see how that game goes. Uh, It could be anything. It could be some AAA game that I just haven't touched yet, or it could be some small indie game. I do know that there's one game that I have in my library that was an early access game that was a complete scam, completely and totally. Developer just ditched it, and it's no longer on the Steam store. So if we get that, it'll be interesting to see what was done with that game. Wednesday, I'm planning on playing some Final Fantasy 14. I haven't gotten through almost any of the story missions, the main story quest. So I'll probably do some of that and maybe just some uh, other things. I'm not sure yet. Thursday, I'm going to try my hand at GeoGuessr and just chat with anybody who shows up. Uh, Answer questions, just hang out. And then the next Friday, we'll be continuing the Pokemon to Black 2 randomized Nuzlocke. Oh, that's that's the last slide. So we'll go ahead and transition to here, and just hang out for a little bit. Uh, just chat with anybody who wants to chat, and I'll uh, I'll see if I've got any stories to tell in the meantime. Let's see here. Um, right. So I should probably uh talk about why I started doing this. Um, like I said before, there have been a couple of people that have really kind of pushed me to follow my dreams and actually commit to this. Um, but to say that that was the only reason it would be a lie. Um, about the beginning of June, uh, I got uh, I got let go by my former employer, which sucked. But I I I'm not really cut out for uh, the regular form of employment. Not that I have anything that would qualify me for disability or anything, but I mean, I had trouble academically, just keeping up with things and doing things correctly, and I guess that kind of translated to holding down a job. I did save up a lot of money, So I should be good for a while, which is definitely helping me uh, pursue this and hopefully start earning money here. But uh, that's to be seen. Um, that was a that might have been a bad time for that weird uh, winking glitch to happen. I'm not trying to insinuate anything here. Um, but yeah. So yeah, I got let go. Um, the place I was working wasn't doing so well economically, and I I worked for their IT department, and I figure that once they start cutting the essential parts of the IT department, things are pretty bad. So you know, I know I'm not entirely to blame. I don't treat myself too harshly about that, but yeah, I just really wasn't cut out for it, and yeah, so that's part of the reason I'm here. Um, VTubers. Uh, so I was introduced to this whole VTubing thing. I want to say a year ago, but it's probably two now. I don't really have a good perception of time, really. Um, I did know about like some Hololive and some of the Hololive girls um, before I knew what VTubing was. Just from different like collabs they did in different games. Um, but I like I said, I didn't really understand what VTubing was, and I didn't really like look into it at all. Um, I think the first VTuber I saw was Nanners, which I didn't know her from before she became a VTuber, but uh, yeah, that was an interesting introduction into VTubing, to say the least. Um, I know a lot of people, you know, Hololive was their first introduction, and so there might have been a little bit more, not entirely, of course, but a little bit more of a say so introduction. But yeah, so she was the one who I first saw, the first VTuber that I watched, and yeah, and then I fell down the rabbit hole, and here I am today, doing this, which is something that maybe a year ago I would, or 2 years ago maybe, I would think would be impossible. Uh, there's no way past me ever thought that I would do this of all things. Um, I am cripplingly introvertive, and I try to leave my house as little as possible, which obviously is a problem and it's something that I want to work on. But uh, yeah, I don't know why I have such a desire to do this, or or how I even was able to convince myself to do this. But you know what? I want to do this, and I love it. And even if I'm not successful right off the bat, I'm just gonna have fun. Um, let's see. Um, I guess I could go over some stories just to pass the time, because I don't want to just end my stream, you know, 30 minutes into it. That would be weird, I think. But yeah, I've got a couple interesting stories. I feel like my life is very dull and uninteresting, but uh every once in a while I think, there's that one time, and it I guess I could share some of those with you. So from where I was born and raised, is completely flat. Completely. There's no mountains. There's barely any hills, and the hills that there are very small. And so I don't see a lot of mountain driving and or hiking or any of that. And so there was one time I was checking out a college in a different state, and it was it was nestled into the mountains pretty well, and it was nerve wracking just to get in there, and we didn't even go through the mountains really to get in. But afterwards, we wanted to me and my family wanted to go get some ice cream, and so we looked it up and put into the GPS the closest ice cream place, which was another in another town, and we started heading off in that direction, and took us right through the mountains, through winding paths and steep inclines and all that stuff, and that was terrifying, especially with a fear of heights. Uh, I, thankfully I wasn't driving, uh, so I got to just close my eyes and wait for it to be over. To an extent, uh, there's still a bit of morbid curiosity, and so I I was a bit less than smart and looked out the window from time to time. But eventually, after 30 minutes of very slowly making our way through the mountain, we arrive at the other end of it, and well, I was like, okay, at least it's for something. At least we're gonna get some ice cream after this. And the place had closed down completely. It was gone. And so that was that was fun. That you know, uh, and I might have not enjoyed it at the time, but that was a pretty interesting moment. Um, have any other stories off the top of my head? Um, let's see. Not really a story per se, but uh, I haven't really been on planes too much. And maybe 5 years ago, I had my first flight, and I discovered that on planes I get really bad migraines. Uh, so yeah, that was fun to find out. Uh, I I I think that it has to do with me living at a place where there really wasn't any change in elevation, so my body wasn't really used to it. But I'm not a doctor. I don't know. And it does seem like it's some sort of condition that people sometimes have, but there's not really a lot of studies on it and not a lot of information because it happens pretty much only when you're flying and you can't really use like an MRI on a plane. And so there's not a lot of information on it. Uh, but it's not something that really affects me day to day. So I'm not gonna say, oh, I have this problem. Really, it's just more of an interesting tidbit. Um, I do have it. If I get tangential or start going off on weird tangents, I do have ADHD, which really sucks. It's not like how people usually think about it, where I'm not hyperactive. I really am not, and I'm not like how some people fake it, where like I'm not like quirky and weird or whatever. But it makes it what it does is it's it it messes with my inhibitions. So, like, say, if I'm stressed, I'm going to eat a lot of food, even if I don't want to, even if it makes me sick, because it's something that I enjoy, and so it's harder for me to not overindulge in things that I enjoy. Likewise, anything that I don't like doing is it's hard to get myself to do. Uh, a lot of my prep for this stream was procrastinated pretty hard, and I really only threw things together maybe 30 minutes before this, in case anything looks incredibly scuffed. That would be the reason. uh, I do wish I got some practice in before this, but my brain basically told me no, that doesn't sound like fun. You're not gonna do that. You don't want to do that, and so I didn't. Instead, I played some games and took a nap. Which is a common occurrence in my life, but I'm dedicated to this, and this is something that I want to do, and so uh, you guys shouldn't have to worry about me canceling on any scheduled streams. I've got a obligation to be here, and it's something I want to do. So yeah, but yeah, that whole ADD thing, ADHD thing, is is probably one of the main reasons I got let go. Um, so there is that. I didn't prepare too many stories, and I probably should have, but then again, that whole ADHD thing and not preparing till last minute. Um, so uh, I do want to once again shout out my art mama, Eve Luna, who worked really hard on this model, and I really love it. I still need to calibrate it, but that's not a that's not a fault of anybody but my own. Uh, yeah, but uh, I hopefully I'll be able to start collabing with other VTubers. Not necessarily like any big names or whatever, but just anybody really. Uh, because I think that would be fun, and that would get me out of my my shell and my comfort zone a bit, since I have a hard time starting conversations and kind of jumping into things. But uh, so that would be that is something that I do want to do. Uh, hopefully. Yeah, the model. Yeah, thank you, thank you. I kind of came up with this idea myself. Obviously, I was inspired by little things here or there. Uh, it didn't just I didn't reinvent the wheel or anything, but uh, a lot of people go for anime avatars and whatnot, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that, but it just didn't really suit me. But yeah, it took me a while to come up with this idea. I had some other ones bouncing around, which I'm sure I'll show eventually. I just don't have any of my original sketches prepared for sharing at the moment. But yeah, at some point I was going to be uh, like an ancient computer, which was a looking back on it, which was a weird concept. And what else? I feel like there was one other thing that I'm just not remembering off the top of my head. But yeah, it took me a while to come up with this, but I really think that Eve Luna really did a good job with this model. It's absolutely adorable, to me at least, and uh, I mean, pretty much everybody I talked to has said that it's adorable. Um, and yeah, shout out to them. They absolutely deserve the credit. They are an amazing artist. Um, they're going through some tough times right now, but uh, uh, they're still they are still doing commissions. I don't know if their commissions are still open, but they're still working through them. Uh, like when yeah, you know what? I'll do that. I'll keep the sketches, and I'll show them for the 1 year anniversary. That'd be a pretty cool thing to do. Um, I'll show kind of where I came from, and kind of my thoughts beforehand. Um, I think also for the 1 year anniversary, I'm going to look back on this stream, just so that everybody can enjoy me cringing real hard about how scuffed this is. Uh, yeah. Eve Luna is really amazing. Um, they are absolutely awesome, and I do recommend that anybody watching this go check them out because they are an absolutely talented artist. Um, but yeah, so yeah, for the 1 year anniversary, I'll probably show the sketches, uh, and for I'll also rewatch this video live, so everybody can enjoy my pain. Hopefully, I'll be better 1 year from now. Probably because that's just how practice works, and experience. But yeah, I already know that this is scuffed and it's going to make me cringe in the future, but nothing I can do about it now. um, so let's see. Um, I do want to go ahead and just thank the VTuber community, the indie VTuber community, who have, I've seen people say that, oh, there's a lot of drama and a lot of, hate and negativity, but I really haven't run across a lot of that. Uh, Hopefully I won't, but I could be wrong, of course. But it's been a real kind and welcoming community, and yeah, love you guys. You guys are great. Uh, I should have prepared some some indie VTuber names to shout out uh, before this, but I'll make a note to do that next time, just to help other people out. Um, not that I'm gonna get a lot of not that I'm gonna get a lot of traffic on this video probably, but you know they they deserve to be shouted out because they're amazing, and everybody puts a lot of effort and heart into it, and you guys rock. Um, yeah. Oh yeah, the intro song, um, which I don't think anybody really heard, but people watching this later on can see that. Um, that is my own original song. Uh, I didn't write it from scratch. I had an AI build kind of the backbone of it, but I still did a lot of editing, a lot of fixing up because let's be real, AI is not really as advanced as we'd like it to be. So it did sound pretty scuffed when it originally got generated, but I like to think I fixed it and it sounds good now. But I'll try and post up the video with the actual song after this stream so that people can listen to it and enjoy it on their own time. It's not a long song, but I think it's nice. Um, but yeah. Oh yeah. Another thing. A lot of people I found out use Twitch to for their streaming, and I thought about using Twitch for a while and trying to figure out which platform I want to use. Intro song turned halfway. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You could rewatch it. I'll also be posting the song itself as its own separate video, just so that people can enjoy it. Um, but yeah, I was debating whether to start with Twitch or YouTube, and I'm sure that I since I'm not monetized on either, I could go ahead and just stream to both, which I don't have set up for this stream. I probably should have, but again, procrastination. But a lot of people start on Twitch, but from what I've seen, I don't think Twitch is very stable. A lot of people get you know insta banned for things, and it's it's kind of a mess sometimes to work with. And honestly, I do think that uh, YouTube is the much more stable platform. It's probably going to be around longer than Twitch. It's got more kind of job security than Twitch. And while I am planning to stream to both platforms until I get monetized, uh, I'm going to try and make YouTube my main platform because uh, that's I guess that's just kind of long term thinking. Uh, and I think for me it's the better option. Of course, everybody else has different circumstances and whatnot, and Twitch might be better for growing a viewer base, but that this is the decision I came up with. Whether it's right or wrong, or whether it's going to help or hinder me, I made the decision, and yeah, YouTube is going to be my main platform. Um, yeah. Part of me hopes that starting the stream tomorrow with Minecraft uh is going to be less nerve wracking than this stream, because I'll have this stream past me, and uh I won't be starting from scratch really. But yeah. Uh Tomorrow I am going to be playing Minecraft. Again, I haven't played since like the beta, so it'll be a fun experience figuring things out and learning things. Um, Hi, welcome. Um, Thank you, thank you for the compliment. Um, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and shout them out again. My the artist who did my model is Eve Luna. I'll try and put uh here. Let me see if I could pull them up here real quick. Give me just 1 second. Um, because I do want to shout them out, and I think it'd be best if I just go ahead and put their Twitter here. All right. So there's their link. I posted that into chat. I'll also put it in the description. I think I might have forgotten, which is an absolute shame. But they are an absolutely amazing artist, and they definitely deserve uh, all the attention that they could get because, again, that they are great, and they're just amazing. They're an amazing person, and they're a really good artist. Um, but yeah, so um, I there were some other things I wanted to do before I started this stream. I did want to put out a short video just to try and pull in more viewers. That kind of fell through the cracks because again, procrastination and ADHD, and so that didn't pan out as well as I hoped. But hopefully going forward, I have less issues with this. And again, I'll apologize for the weird winking. Uh, I'm not doing that. That's my model, and uh, yeah, see that. Uh, that's something I'll have to recalibrate and refigure out. Um, but yeah, I should have prepared more topics to talk about and discuss. Really. Um, let's see. Is there anything else off the top of my head? Um, let's see. Oh, set. I haven't really finished a lot of games that I've played. Uh, I haven't really started a lot of games that I've wanted to play. So a lot on this channel, you're gonna see a lot of like first playthroughs and blind playthroughs, uh, which you know I've enjoyed watching other people play, blind playthroughs of games that I like. So hopefully, uh, if you see that I'm playing a game that you enjoy, um, uh, I'm probably playing it blind for the first time, and so that might be interesting to watch. Um, I don't really have anything else, uh, and I don't really want to leave a lot of dead air. Um, thank you. Thank you. Again, not trying to wink. But you know what? Wink. There you go. That was an intentional wink. Uh, just for you guys. Um, that one is not. But yeah, I this is I don't know if this is going better or worse than I expected. Um, honestly, uh, I don't think I had expectations for this stream, and my favorite game. Um, oh man, favorite game. That's hard. That's like picking a favorite child. Uh, I do like a lot of genres, so that's hard to narrow down. But let's see. Um, it's hmm. Um, I think one of my favorite games, at least one of my all time favorite games, is definitely Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door, which I really hope gets a remake on the Switch. The last couple Paper Mario games have been very different, and that's fine because other people like them, and it's just not my cup of tea. But yeah, Paper Mario Thousand Year Door is definitely up there for me. Um, I'd say it's a toss up between that or Crusader Kings 2. Maybe 3 when the DLC comes out, but I'd say it's probably between those two. Um, let's see. I was planning on shouting out some smaller games that I think deserve some love. They didn't make it to my list because I used real big font, and I didn't get to put all my games on that list. So let's see. Small games, shout out. Um, there's a mobile game called Moe Can Change. It's a pretty small game. I really haven't found, you know, anybody doing anything with it, but it's still alive and kicking. It's a pretty fun game to play. You basically kind of make your own robot anime girl, and it's kind of a I guess it's kind of a like a character customization dress up game, but they're always running events, which are fun and interesting, and uh, it's a pretty fun game, I think. Probably not everybody's cup of tea, but I think it's worth checking out. I know this isn't going to this is not a lot of people are gonna hear this, but I think it's a fun game. Um, let's see what else. I'm drawing a blank. My mind is completely empty. Um, let's see. If you guys have any other questions, go ahead and ask them. Unless they're super super personal, I'll definitely try to answer them to the best of my ability. Um, I mean, it they don't even have to be questions about me, I guess. You could ask me if you really really wanted to. You could ask me a math question if you want, or like you could ask me what the capital of Mongolia is. Uh, but I think the more interesting questions are probably questions about me. Um, but yeah, if and if you guys have any other questions, I go ahead, feel free to ask elsewhere and or ask on a different stream because I'm always willing to answer questions and chat with you guys and talk with you guys. Uh, let's see. Um, so yeah. I do think that this stream probably went better and worse than it could have, but that's just life, really. Things could always be better. Things could always be worse than they are, and I think it's pretty important to stay positive and look at that all the good things that happen in life, and so I'm happy that I'm just here. How old am I in Radish years? Lore, age. Oh, well, I I forgot to put a thing out for my lore. That's that would be important. Um, like I said earlier in the stream, I know some of you have just tuned in. Um, I don't know my age. Uh, to put it bluntly, I kind of just woke up. I woke up in a garden, in some ruins. Don't know what happened. I don't know why I'm there, or really what's what's going on with all that. But maybe that has to do somewhat with my like of like ancient dead languages. But nope, no memories of it, none whatsoever. Kind of just woke up. Don't know how old I am. I could have been, born yesterday. Well, No, I've been here for a little bit more than just yesterday. I could have been born, just a couple of years ago, or I could have been born like thousands of years ago. I don't know. Uh, I am a mandrake, which you know, most mandrakes that people are familiar with are mandragoras, those kinds of root living root plants that you pull out of the ground and you die. But I'm not like that. I'm a radish. I'm a radish mandrake. Um, I don't know if I taste good or not. Probably, since I am a radish. But I haven't really tried to taste myself. Um, but yeah, if you pull me out of the if you pull me out of the ground, I'm not going to. You're not gonna die. Uh, it'd be really unpleasant for me. That wouldn't be fun. But yeah, I'm a mandrake. Basically just kind of a living plant. You know, so some living root type plant. Um, legs. You know what? I don't really know. I don't. I can't really move anything down there, and so I don't really know. Uh, I might have legs. I might have roots. I might be some sort of eldritch horror down there. I don't know. That's a good question. Yeah, kind of like a Diglett. Uh, if you want to imagine what I look like in the ground, go ahead. Taste yourself. Yeah, no, I haven't done that, and now that I now that I hear it again, maybe that was an interesting way to put it, or interesting thing to say. Uh, yeah, but yeah, if however you want to imagine me, in the ground, go ahead and do it. Feel free. You can imagine roots. You can imagine legs. You can imagine, you know, because I've seen some Diglett theories. And you can imagine I'm some like 800 pound 800 pounds of muscle underneath there. I don't think I am, but I mean anything's really possible until it's proven otherwise. And yeah, I think it'd be weird if this was just the head to some like large body or something. But who am I to judge? Well, I guess I'll talk about myself. What do I think about people who eat radishes? I mean, go ahead and do it. They're not. Most radishes aren't like me. Most radishes aren't really like alive or conscious. Uh, that I again, I am a mandrake. I am a radish mandrake, so I am alive. But most radishes aren't, and I say go for it. Go ahead, eat radishes. They're tasty. Buff icon, yeah, yeah. I'm sure. I'm sure. People start once people start tuning in for the streams and maybe going back at and looking at my debut, I'm probably gonna get a lot of buff icon art. Well, I had art that. Yeah. I mean, feel free. Uh, if you ever want to, if you ever are feeling unlazy or whatever, go ahead. Uh, I don't really have any regulations against people making art. Um, I will say that hmm, maybe I should have, because I wasn't anticipating people drawing. Now that it's coming to mind, I wasn't anticipating people drawing uh 18 plus art of me, but that thinking about it, that's probably an inevitability uh at some point. Uh so I'll probably come up with a different tag for that. Just so that if anybody has any interest in doing that, uh, we keep it away from the more say so eyes. Buff icon, yes, yes. You know what? Do it. Draw buff icon. This is good. This is great. This is I am now living the dream. I this my if I see buff icon art, my life will be fulfilled. This is wonderful. Uh uh that I really hope that I'm looking forward to it. I'm sure it's going to be really good. Uh because the yeah, so yeah, feel free to draw me whenever or however, you know. I'm not going to be like super picky. I'm not going to be like, "Oh, I don't want you to draw me like that." Um I do say I will say this, eventually I will collab with people, and I've seen people do this. Hey, what say so above icon? I can't do that. No, 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 no. You don't have to do it. Say so. That's fine. Um, I'm just gonna come up with a separate tag for the less say so art. Um, but feel free to draw however you'd like. Uh, but yeah, the one stipulation I'll make is that eventually I'll collab with people and stuff like that. Um, if I don't have any problems people drawing me in any kind of like situation really, but uh, if you could kindly, if you want to draw me with somebody else, like shipped with somebody else or something like that, because I know people do that, uh, please get the other person's permission. That's the only rule I'm putting. That's the only stipulation, the only requirement. All right. Yeah, all right. Uh I'm looking forward to seeing it. Hopefully I'll have the tag out before then, but I may or may not forget. And that would be a shame. I'm not trying to wink at that. Please don't think that uh yeah, that's not a wink. Uh if it's not late right now, I'll be drawing a winking buff icon. Yeah. Go ahead, do it. Do it. Uh yeah, this is we're already getting our first memes. Uh winking buff icon is thing now. Um I really hope, or at least I really hope it becomes a thing, because that is hilarious. I love that. I want to see art. I want to see lots of art of that. Um, where was I? Uh, oh yeah. If you want to like ship me with somebody or draw that kind of art with somebody, please, 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 please get their permission. Uh, Again, I'm okay with however you guys want to draw me, but please respect other people and their wishes. And yeah, that's the only barrier I have on art. Other than that, pretty much everything else goes. I guess do respect the tags. Please don't put like 18 plus art in the regular art section. Uh that as much as I'm not aiming to having like a younger audience, uh you know, there will inevitably be younger eyes watching, and they don't need to see that. They really don't. But yeah, I'll come up with a tag. Um, let's see. What would be a good tag? You guys got any good ideas? Um, let's see. Um, hmm. If I can't think of anything right now, I'll definitely at least post on Twitter. Uh, what the new tag is, and I'll put it in video descriptions. Um, I mean the my current tags are in the description down below. Um, so if you guys want to use any of those or post anything, feel free to use those. Um, but yeah, yeah, I can't wait to see buff winking icon. That is going to absolutely make my week, and I feel like I love it already. And I could only go up from there. It could only get better. But yeah. So I I think I think I'm gonna go ahead and call this stream a success. Um I do wish I got some, you know what? No. I don't wish I got some practice in. This whole stumbling around my words and kind of improving uh this dry run, uh I think this was better. Call me crazy, but I think this was better. I think if I practiced, it would have come off as more kind of rehearsed and robotic. I think this was better. That doesn't mean I'm not going to practice or set things up earlier next time. Uh, I definitely need to do that. I definitely see some of the flaws here. Already flaw. Yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, I'll definitely make a post as soon as I come up with the tag. Um, and you guys go wild with it. But yeah, I do need to fix a few things, uh recalibrate my avatar, and figure out why chat is disappearing immediately after a message is sent and not staying up. Uh I'll figure that out. But okay, first stream, so it's all good. Yeah. Yeah. I'm absolutely keeping that in mind. This is my first time doing anything even remotely close to this, and I think I'm doing pretty good, all things considered. You know, I do like to stay positive. You know, I could focus on, oh, it's scuffed, oh, I forgot this or I forgot that. But you know what? I'm doing good, all things considered. And I'm happy. Yeah. Told you, okay. On made too, don't worry. Yeah. Uh yeah, I think I think that I'm going to call this a success. Does it mean it was perfect? No. Does it mean that there's nothing I can learn from this? No. But, you know, it was never going to be perfect. I could have given myself a full week of prep, and it still wouldn't have been perfect. So, yeah. I, 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 I like to stay positive. I like to look at things in that kind of positive light. And, it really just helps you get through life, you know? To understand that, you know, things aren't going to be perfect, and you're going to mess up. I definitely messed up, uh, at least a couple times, but it that doesn't mean it wasn't good. That doesn't mean that there wasn't any good part of it. That there wasn't any kind of takeaway. And it's only going to go up from here, which seems promising. But yeah, I think I'm gonna leave the stream there for now. Um, again, the tags are in the description if you want to make any kinds of posts about me in any kind of capacity. The tags are there for you to use. Again, you don't have to use them. I'm not going to, you know, I'm not going to knock down your door and force you at gunpoint to use my tags. But yeah, thank you guys for showing up and coming. Thank you for being so supportive. Uh, thank you for bearing with me as I stumble my way through this. Uh, and yeah, I love you guys. Uh, have fun. Have a good day. Have a good. I guess it's the middle of the week, so have a good rest of the week. And hopefully I'll see you guys tomorrow. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and let the stream end a little bit. I will play the music from the beginning again, in case you missed that. So enjoy. Have fun. Bye.